Welcome students on online class Lal Bahadur Shastri Junior College, Partu, for the subject physics. In this class, we have seen velocity of electron in ground state of Bohr theory of hydrogen atom will be V1 is equal to 2.037 into 10 raised to 6 meter per second. Okay. Similarly, we see the value from formula V1 or V equal to E square upon 2 epsilon 0 H bracket close into 1 upon N. If bracket term is constant, then V is equal to A0 upon N, where A0 is Bohr's velocity of electron in ground state. Okay. See here, in ground state, its value will be 2.037 into 10 to the power 6. We also find out velocity of electron for first orbit, for second orbit, for third orbit, for fourth orbit, and for fifth orbit. If we write a question like find velocity of electron in second orbit of Bohr's theory of hydrogen atom. If velocity of electron in first orbit, that will be 2.037 into 10 raised to 6 meter per second. So we write here for answer a data will be there. In this data, we know that for ground state N1 is 1, V1 is 2.037 into 10 to the power 6 meter per second. N2 is 2. We can find out V2, which is equal to question mark. Using formula, if bracket term is constant, we say that velocity is inversely proportional to principal quantum number. We know if velocity is inversely proportional to principal quantum number, therefore V equal to A0 upon N. Similarly, V1 is equal to A0 upon N1 and V2 is equal to A0 upon N2. If we can divide the two equations such that we want to find velocity of electron in second orbit. So V2 upon V1 is equal to A0 upon N2 upon A0 upon N1. In mathematics, we can use a formula like A upon B upon C upon D is equal to A upon B multiplied by D upon C, which is equal to AD upon BC. Using that formula, here we can apply A0 upon N2 multiplied by N1 upon A0. Whatever A0 get cancelled, which is V2 upon V1. Therefore, V2 is equal to V1 in bracket N1 upon N2. If we can substitute the value of V1, if we can substitute the value of N1, if we can substitute the value of N2. So here we solve such as V1 is 2.037 into 10 to the power 6 multiplied by, in bracket, N1 is 1, N2 is 2. So here your answer will be 2.037 upon 2 into 10 to the power 6. So your answer will be 1, 0, 1, 8, 5 into 10 to the power 6 meter per second. Means we can say velocity for second, velocity of electron for second orbit, it will be 1.0185 into 10 to the power 6 meter per second. If orbit will be increases, okay, if we can increase the orbit like third orbit, then velocity will be decreases. Why? Because velocity is inversely proportional to principal quantum number. Okay. So here, for if we can imagine, a question is there. If velocity of electron in ground state will be given, and question will be find velocity of electron in third orbit. So here we can substitute, we can here for V2 we can write as V3, for N2 we can write as N3. So your formula will be V3 equal to V1 in bracket N1 upon N3. What happened? 2.037 into 10 to the power 6 into 1 upon 3. What happened? So here answer will be 2.037 upon 3. It will become 0.679. 0.679 into 10 to the power 6 meter per second. Means velocity decreases. So we say that we have studied the two formulas. Number one, radius, and number two, velocity. Here radius is directly proportional to square of principal quantum number. Velocity is inversely proportional to principal quantum number. Means if orbit will be increased, radius also increases. Means orbit will be second to third, radius will increases. But here if orbit increases third to fourth, then velocity decreases. Why? Because velocity is inversely proportional to principal quantum number. And why radius increases? Radius is directly proportional to square of principal quantum number. So here two main formulas are seen. Number one, radius of orbit in Bohr's theory of hydrogen atom. Number two, velocity of electron in Bohr's theory of hydrogen atom. Okay. See here, the two formulas we can find out is in our first lecture. In our first lecture is in Wednesday, we can see some important relation. That relation will be linear velocity and angular velocity. See here, today we have seen two formulas or two values. R1 is equal to 0.53 angstrom unit, means 0.53 into 10 to the power minus 10 meter. V1 is 2.037 into 10 to the power 6 meter per second. If R is given, V is given, there is a relation between linear velocity and angular velocity. That relation is V equal to R omega. Means we know that velocity equal to distance upon time period. In time period t, when electron is revolved in a circular orbit, it can cover a distance of circumference of circle. Means V equal to 2 pi r upon capital T. If capital T is there, so here we can say that 2 pi r upon V. Means two formulas are same. Number one, angular velocity is equal to linear velocity upon radius, or time period is equal to what happen? 2 pi upon omega. These two formulas using, so some questions arises in our mind, and these questions when asked, we can solve the questions. Number one, question will be asked, find the expression for angular velocity of electron in Bohr's theory of hydrogen atom. We read the book, then we can say that it is not there. How we can find? We can also find angular velocity such that in Bohr's theory of hydrogen atom, only one electron is present in outermost orbit. This electron is revolved in a circular orbit around the nucleus. We can consider that m is mass of electron, r is radius of orbit, v is velocity of electron, plus e means is the charge on nucleus, minus e is charge on electron. According to first postulate, we know that for circular motion, centripetal force is necessary. This centripetal force provides electrostatic force between nucleus and electron. See here. Centripetal force is equal to electrostatic force. We know that value of centripetal force, that is mv square upon r, is equal to 1 upon 4 pi epsilon 0. According to Coulomb's law, it will be E square upon R square. Actually, it is taken as in magnitude. So what happened? R get cancelled. So here, mv square is equal to 1 upon 4 pi epsilon 0 E square upon R, or we can take it as V square equal to 1 upon 4 pi epsilon 0 E square upon R. Okay. Using second formula or second postulate, we can take second postulate in our next video. Okay.